What is up, guys? Omar here, and well, I thought I'd do something a little bit different today. So what we have here is that me and Mystic have decided to do a 1v1 sniper match. Now, in this sniper match, we're picking up the Ballista with laser sight and iron sights. Now, the reason being was that we're not much of sniper people, really. So what we did was that we thought that putting the iron sights would make it feel like an SMG, you know, if you will. And we had 2 combat axes, and the rest was the 2 combat axes, the cap 40, and the rest was really up to the person. So what I did was that I just rocked the default. I really didn't care about that. I don't think at this point just having a 1v1 would really affect me. But anyways, guys, so the game starts and he gets the first shot, so that's okay. And speaking of snipers, since the nerfs that have been input into the game about the AI-94, the DSR 50, and along with the Ballista, I'm pretty sure I will not be playing as sniper anymore. I don't think I will attempt to, unless, man, I don't think many people are anymore. I've heard that a few famous people such as Felxprod, I think he does quick scoping, etc. And I believe he posted a few things on Twitter, and so did other people. But I definitely forgot who they were, so unless I pulled it up, but I'm not gonna do that. So we'll just leave it at that. Anyways, guys, I'm so sorry for the inconvenience about that. Anyways, so oh yes, of course. Let's talk about the patches. You know, I really think we should talk about those, because I think having Black Ops 2 be so good, and really, this is how it is. If you're not good in the game, you're gonna not have fun. You know what I'm saying? So obviously there was a lot of complaints about people that decided to pick up a DSR or a Ballista and quickscope. So okay, I respect that. And first off, what is quickscoping? Quickscoping is when you're scoping quickly, just like I'm trying to attempt here, and you get that kill, and you got to be really accurate with it, and very used to it, you know. And I'm not, so you will see me miss a lot, and and so is Mystic. We're both not much of sniper people. We like picking up the SMGs, MSMCs, SMGs in general, and sometimes assault rifles when we're, you know, trying to be a little bit spicy. But here, guys. So all right. So that's a build right there. So of what we're gonna do. And oh yes, back to the nerfs and buffs. So there weren't any buffs to speaking of. There were only nerfs, and which kind of sucks. So no weapon is stronger than another, and at this point, the DSR, no matter how fast you can get your kills, you will never ever get a quad feed. Like, no matter, you just cannot. The ball action has been the timing in the ball action, the cooldown from your bullets time to time have been increased by a tenth of a second. But having been Black Ops 2 being so fast paced, it is just now impossible, because it's just too fast paced. Tenth of a second feels like a lot. I'm telling you, I didn't like the DSR 50 in the beginning anyways, so I really did not care. But I know many of my friends are sniper people, and this is how it more or less is. Ready? The DSR 50 was a one-shot, and people that were actually landing their bullets were destroying. And I'll leave it. I actually, when I first started, I was getting destroyed. I was being tossed around by those snipers. But I didn't bother. You know, they did their own little cool thing, and I respect that. So, so there were many complaints, and so what people are blaming currently is this person named David Vonderhart. Now, this name is weird. I know. It's a little bit difficult to pronounce here, but I'm pretty sure it's David Vonderhart. But anyway, so people are blaming him for the update nerfs and everything. So now nobody is hardly ever quick scoping. So oh, by the way, on that note, this gameplay actually is a little bit old, but it was just recently after the one with the patch. So this is really how the Ballista is gonna shoot. It was so inconvenient that me and Mystic have decided to really rely more on our axes. So yeah, that really shows why quick scoping has been more or less ruined. Now that being the DSR 50 has been time in the ball action has been increased by a tenth of a second, people now rely on the ballista. Now I wouldn't even rely on the ballista at this point just because of the damage. The damage is a little bit lower than the DSR, and you might ask, what does this mean? Okay, now this actually can mean a lot of things. First off, if you land your bullets and you get those one shots, keep it. Do what you gotta do. It feels like the DSR 50 before it was patched, nerfed, I should say. However, if you're missing, and I don't blame you, you probably won't miss, and if you do miss, well, you miss. But if you don't miss, there's a really high chance that you will be getting a hit marker, which, yes, it does really suck. And see how I'm trying to rely on my axes, being that the ball action already feels like it's too slow for me, since I'm very more of a rusher and a fast-paced person. So, with that said, if you're going to still snipe and you're looking for some tips, well, I'm not. I know what you should. I know what to recommend, but I'm not a sniper person. So this is my best recommendation and loadout opinions on my thoughts. So, first things first. You do your build, do whatever you want. I would definitely though have fast hands, and on my secondary I would have an executioner. Whatever you feel comfortable with. I would like to have a cap 40 just because it feels like an SMG, and if you have not unlocked it permanently, then the 5.7 is just fine. I like the 5.7. I think it's great. I think, you know, if you could land your bullets, 5.7 is your thing, okay? We all in all have our styles. If you want to unlock it permanently, the cap 40, the executioner, do as you will. I won't stop you, but as you can see in this gameplay, I already get enough hit markers, and it really annoys me because it's a sniper rifle. I know it should be overpowered, but it should not. Well, it should be overpowered in the sense that the time in shooting is so slow, but honestly the ballista is already useless at this point just because you can get so many hit markers, making, in my thought, the XPR being the best sniper rifle in my opinion. Now the reason being is because it shoots quick and usually takes one shot if you were to hit in the headshot range, or 2 shots, usually 2 shots, 3 shots. So that is really useful in my opinion. But I will never walk into a lobby in multiplayer with a sniper rifle from now on, definitely not. And also the ballista has also been nerfed, and I don't know if I mentioned this, but it has been a third, no, not even, it's a little bit less than a tenth of a second. It's not really that noticeable, but professional players would notice it. I mean, I noticed it a little bit, but to my opinion, it did not really affect the way I could use around the ballista. So, because I already felt it was slow even beforehand. Now, so me and Mystic have a little bit of a rivalry here. So we kind of have fun. I actually like the series. It's really interesting, and the reason being is because first, we're both great players, and we never ever, and I mean ever, snipe. So this is not our field. We don't know what to do really. We don't know how to quick scope in or not. And although like I've been seeing gameplays from Felxprod, etc., and what I've been told was that before you shoot, you need to stand still. And the reason being is because first, you're more accurate, and second, not you being, but the way that you're gonna scope in is gonna be faster, just because you're not sprinting around. And if you don't notice, when I play, I sprint a lot, and this already shows how much of a rusher I am, which this kind of also annoys me because I want to sprint, but I cannot. The ball action has to be done without sprinting. Now that's a little bit of a bug, yes indeed, but it's okay. I mean, pro players can definitely keep up with that. And again, guys, tell me. I'm really interested in hearing your feedback on this series. So please tell me about it. I want to know if you liked it or not, because I might be doing more in the future. You know, I like doing those things with my buddies, and yes, I had a lot of fun. Although we did really bad. So anyways, so with the gameplay coming to an end, thank you guys for tuning in, and hopefully you will subscribe, because that is really my goal for you to do. And and with that said, guys, and as always, Have a safe and wonderful day. Thank you so much.